Hi ladies. So to continue on now with the insides, with the guts for the mini box, we're going to do this one in this tutorial. Very easy. And this little one here as well. So I'm using the leftover paper for this. Or maybe I should keep the stripes. No, I'm going to do it this way. Let me not confuse the issue now. I'm just removing stuff. And now the measurements for this, I'll do it on here, is 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. So, oh yeah. You know what I'm going to do in the interests of saving paper? I'll show you now. Let's do this. So we know it's 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. So let's cut it this way. Okay, so I've cut it by 5 7/8. And then where is my, oh for goodness sake, I had it right here. Let me use my other one. It's hiding somewhere, my scorer. 5 7/8. Let's score it right there. Should be the other way, but it doesn't matter. There we go. So obviously, and then I'm going to trim it. What could be more simple? And then I'll put my trimmer. So now the whole thing is 5 by 7/8. Where's my tatty box? So you can check to make sure it fits in here perfectly. I always just double check. You know, I just find it better. In fact, I should use the pink box, not this one. And these edges, all I did was round them. There you go. Now if you're using the same paper, then you can cut all of these out from the collection. Okay, so depending what paper you're using, and if you've got the cutouts, then cut them out and use them. And this one just happened to fit perfectly here. I think I had to cut down his little horn a bit more. But this collection doesn't come with all these unicorns and stuff. So all I'm going to do instead of that is make a belly band. So that one will go there, and I'm just going to trim it. See, this is a very easy, quick part now. Look at that, it looks nice. A little bit of glue there. A little bit of glue here. There's my cloth. That's fine. So we can do a belly band. I think that's good. It's more or less in the middle. Again, this is up for embellishment if you want. And now the inside, this one you can see I put cardstock because it just makes it look so pretty. So you can choose to cut cardstock to put inside, or in the interest of saving paper, I mean, you can just put your photographs straight in there. And of course I put this because, you know, it just makes it look pretty. But if you're doing it for yourself, you don't need to do that. And I'm just grabbing my stamp. But if you want to do it to sell or to give as a gift, then you can use your stamp pad and just, where is it, my walnut stain. So I'm not going to use cardstock to go in here. There's really no need. It's up to you. Especially, you know, if it's double-sided, maybe you don't want to cover it. So let's just make sure I don't get it So it just makes it pretty. I mean, if you don't have the stamp, it's absolutely fine, and it's for yourself. You know what you're going to, you know where you're going to put your photographs. There we go. Okay, so if you want to put your cardstock, you just eyeball it. Where's a piece of cardstock? Right here. Just eyeball it, mark it, or do, this is 5 7/8, so you would cut it maybe 5 3/4, around there, to make it fit. Otherwise, just eyeball it like I normally do. That way, and so on and so forth. So I mean, what could be easier? Then I have this pretty ribbon. It's thicker than the one I initially used, but again, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can also leave this out if you don't want it to be, if you don't want this, or maybe you can even add, what, washi tape? I think so. You could add washi tape. I'm going to say washing tape. So let's just cut that at an angle. Where's my pin? And we can just tie a knot. I'm just going to, normally I use my lighter just to stop the fraying. And just do a light bow. You don't want to do it too tight. And also you can stick this bow down with some hot glue or fabric tack. I think you guys in the States use that. And look at that, so simple, so simple. And then the back again. Now here is a little a tag which came in the collection, but we know that this collection, it doesn't have a tag. So let's quickly make one from one of these pieces. Let's have a look. I'm just having a look at my pieces on the side here. It's so pretty. And now I'm not going to make it the same. I can use this piece. Yeah, it's a little bit wide. So if we measure more or less like this, see how high or how low you want it to go. I think that is fine. So I'm just going to do like so. And the measurement for that is actually 4 inches, but I still think it's a bit wide. So I'm just going to cut it down a bit. Let's have a look. I think that's better. And for this one, I'm simply going to do, you know how I do my, kind of fold it and do your little, there we go. How about that? How about that? And I'm going to, because this corner is rounded, I am going to round it. I just think it looks better. Well, you can round both. Hey, let's do both. And let us make a hole. Here we go. And all I'm going to use for my reinforcement is one of these stickers from Heidi Swap. There we go. And I am going to glue it on. Let me put, I think I'm going to put some lace there as well. Where's my trim like that? I do have it somewhere. I'll take the stuff out and then I can't find it. Hi. Well, maybe I don't even, yeah. No, I'm going to keep that look. And then I think it's looking a bit plain. So I want to decorate it. Well, maybe I didn't bring my little packet out. I'm Just having a look in here to put it in. Yeah. So you can use a little ribbon, whatever you have in your stash, and put it on there, or leave it plain. Totally up to you. I think that will be plenty. Let's put it back in the packet because my desk is looking volcanic. Okay, that'll do. I don't want to keep you here. So let's just put that in there. And just pull it without breaking it. And I'm going to stick it straight on. You know what would be nice as well? What you can do here is also emboss it if you want. As I said, if you don't like all the frillies, don't do them. Do it according to your style. And then on the back here, and I do want to show you the gilding in this. I'm just looking at how long I've been on the thing. So here I'm just using a piece again, a leftover piece. Okay, this is the same, so it's not so great there. What if we use this one? I think that'll fit in. No, I'll have to cut it a bit. And let's make it another like so. So just eyeball it so it fits in nicely. Just cutting it. Check it. No, it's still too wide because of the glue. So let's make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, and I think that's perfect. But again, let's do the edges. Just makes it, or maybe I'm going to use this one. Look at that. So pretty. Oh, I didn't do that very, you see, I wasn't paying attention. Never mind, never mind. Make sure when you use your corner punches that you put them in properly. This is me rushing again on camera. Let's just get all the bits and pieces away. So ignore that corner. I will have to make another one, but I'm not going to do it now. Or maybe I'll make it more narrow. So you have your piece that goes in there. And of course, if you want to embellish this, you can. Do whatever you want. Look at that. That's quite pretty with maybe some ribbon coming down. But I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to leave that for you to decide what you want to do. So that's sort of the front there. I think it needs a little bit of embellishment. And this one, we're still doing that. Now we have this one. Again, very, very simple. I mean, I put this on here at the back because it looks pretty. And if you're making it to sell, then definitely put it on. And this is just bond paper or typing paper, copy paper. No, this one is not. This is not copy paper. This is actually cardstock, a thin one that I put on there and stamped. And this is just a little pretty pocket. So I have these cut out, and that's more or less there. Can you see? Yeah, so I'm just going to cut it a little bit shorter. This is 4 and it's about 4 1/4. So I'm going to cut that down to 4 1/4. And then I want to add a different paper there, so let me choose something else. I going to add this guy. I think that's very pretty. So before I do that, I can even use this for a pocket instead of cutting another piece. And on here I use the border stamp. This one is a Dress My Crafts one. But just use whatever you have. So this pocket will be more narrow than that, but it's okay. You know, it's using what you have from your leftover pieces instead of cutting a whole big page. And I should have measured that. That should be enough. I'm cutting off that guy here. And then I'm going to stick you on here, which is your, let's just do it. So that will go on there. Then you can measure your paper. And there. Just cut it up nicely. There you go. And you know what? You know what I'm going to do I'm going to do this. Why not? Let's make a pretty corner there. And let's get it right, shall we? Very important. So that'll go there. Yes. So you can make a fancy corner and add it. I'm going to glue that down. Like so. Make sure it's right down. And then I am going to use this little page. Yeah, why not? Oh, let's put the, where is it? Let's put this guy down. I usually use my finger to smoosh the glue around so it doesn't spread anymore. So it's just a narrow little pocket. So that will go there. It's not exactly the same, but it's okay. You're using up your bits and pieces of paper lying around. And you know what? I'm going to use this in here. Or I'm going to make a tag with that. So let me cut this down. Make a tag with that. Yes. Bit wide again. Let's make it narrower. Yeah, that's better. That is better. Okay. And I'm going to put the shiny reinforcement. If you don't have these, you can do, and there is another way. Of making your own reinforcements. I bought this tiny little punch. I don't even know how big that is. 1/4 of an inch. It's 1/2 inch actually. 1/2 inch. And all I do is grab this piece of paper. Oh no. Let's grab this one. I stick it in here. And there is your little reinforcement. And that is how I did the ones on here. And then you can cut another hole. You can put it in the center. Or as you can see on that one, I did it on the top. more or less. I'm not gonna there we go. And there's your little reinforcement. Okay, very easy to make, and you can do what you like with it, or make it from any paper, obviously. So I think I'm also going to round these corners. I'm going to use a smaller one. That's the 7mm. That can go in there. And then I had that stray piece of cardstock. Where is it? I don't want to use this big piece. Let's look for a small one. How about that one? White is good. Yeah. And again, it's about using up your pieces in your stash. So I mean, this is an odd piece from another project that I've got. So you know what? I'm going to use it as is. I'm just going to make sure it fits in. There we go. Let's cut that. Let's make sure. Yep. But now I want it a bit shorter because, or I can put this on top. Yeah, look at that. There is another little photo mat. And again, I'm going to use a 7mm corner. And gosh, look at my desk. It's a hurricane. No. Okay. And this was also just made from a piece left over from when I was making this one. So you see that? And we can put it behind. And there you have another little place for photos. You can also put ribbon or lace, whatever you want in there. Look at this. I've got this little piece left. This is like a velvety. It's too gorgeous. I suppose we can put it in, or just do it this way. I don't know if I want one. I'm going to leave it plain. I think I prefer it plain. There we go. Now you're saying that is a bit plain, and that's the same as that. So we can also make another one to change. But what I'm going to show you now, let's get this mess out of the way. I am going to show you how I did the gilding. Let's get everything out the way. Now what I used obviously is these Nouveau gilding flakes in the gold, because this paper has all got gold embellishments on it. Let's put that aside for now. And then I used, must have fallen over. Yeah. You can see my sticky fingers all over it. The Nouveau glue pen. And you should actually do the gilding before you put your ribbon on. So let's do some gilding. I'm going to do it on here. And these pens, you just press them down and the liquid comes out. And just rub it on random. And I think I'm going to do some in this corner. If you don't have gilding flakes, washi tape will do. Anything really, you know. Let's just hurry this up, shall I? Let's put it here. Normally I'm more careful, you know, I don't like to waste. Now there's a nice big piece there. And wherever it sticks, the gilding will stick down. Let's just get... Okay, I'm just going to plonk it on because, you know, time. Yep. And make sure you put it on all the sticky bits. Let's put a bit more here. You see, and it's just random. Very, very easy to do. And just rub it off. I normally, and I keep these pieces. I put them back in my jar if I can catch them all. Hang on, I'm going to stop breathing. See, okay, it's going all over the place. Let's not worry about that now. And then I like to use a cloth. And you just rub it in. How about that? There we go. How easy was that? Rub it down. Sometimes I also do use my embossing, my scoring tool. And I'm just wondering, I think I'm going to leave that. Look, the ribbon actually looks nice there. Or we can even put the ribbon, now that I'm playing, look at that. I think that looks quite pretty. And the photograph, I like it. And the photograph can go right on top of the ribbon. See, just a little bit of a different way of doing it. I think I was a little bit heavy-handed on here. But I am going to embellish that some more. Just a little bit. And I mean, let me tell you, this box has got, tub has got so much in it, it goes a long way. So if you buy this, it'll last for a very long time to use on your projects. And I just want to I'm gonna go to bed with gold flakes in my hair. So I have a sentiment here, be fearless. So where am I gonna, because I think we have to do something here. I mean, this one, where's my little one that I made? It's looking, I'm going to have to change that. I don't like the fact that there's two of these the same. So let's take that out, because it's just there. And what if we do something like, you know what we can do? Can cut a butterfly from here. So if you've got a little punch, in fact this dude, I think that looks quite nice. And let's do a butterfly from here. Let's do another one. Very, very pretty. Of course, this is going to flatten in the box. What if we just do that, and maybe just a little piece of lace to put there. Let's use this one. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And it goes down that way. And let's just do a line. You know, each to his own when it comes to embellishing something. But I just think it looks nice. And then we can always, especially if you're not distressing, add some stickles. I want another one. I want another one. Or you can do a totally different butterfly from another piece of paper. And then I'll grab my diamond stickles and just put a little bit on here, just on the edges. It makes it so pretty. Maybe I should do like an industrial box as well. I don't know. And what if we put, it's quite pretty. Yeah, I like that. Do we even need, I think that's enough. I'm not going to add lace because I don't want this to be too lacy, this one. Put that in there. Oh, there goes my, but I just, you know what, I think I do want to just very lightly the edges on here to distress it. Let's press that down. We also don't want to make our photo mats and stuff for the inside too bulky, because remember I've allowed room for the photographs, so it's not chock-a-block full. So there we go, look at that. Easy to make, not difficult. And I moved my ribbon here because I think it looks nice. And that's all it is. So I will be back. I think I've taken up enough of your time now. I will be back with the next one on how to make this one. Again, that'll be a quick tutorial as well. So there we go. And that, we are going to pop it into the box where this one already is. And that'll go in there. And look how pretty that is. And the lid back on. Like I say, I do like my lid a little bit loose. Entirely up to you. So I will see you again for the next one. Ciao.